welcome to Maker Mornings with Miss Nicole and
Miss Alisha.
Happy December!
Yay!
This morning we're going to do some really cool things with snow.
Our favorite, sometimes not so favorite thing, right?
Yes, yeah.
December's a good time to do this.
It is, yes. Before we get started, check out our website or our Facebook page to see what other online events we have and any other services that we're offering right now. So what do you have for us, Miss Alisha?
We are going to be making salt crystal snowflakes.
Ooh.
It's going to be very fun. You are going to want an adult's help for this though, because you're probably going to need to use the stove, and we're going to be using hot water.
Ooh,
we don't want
okay.
anyone to get burned.
Definitely.
So grab an adult to help you with this one, but we are going to get started. So what you need for this experiment, you need just some regular salt. I just have like a can of Morton salt here. You're gonna need a lot of it, so you're gonna want like a big thing of it. Comes like this, or you can get it in a box. You're going to need a couple of clothespins. You are going to need a mason jar. Got a nice big one here, or just some sort of glass container, something that can hold heat without melting or without bursting. You're going to need some pipe cleaners. I got a whole thing of them here. You can pick whatever colors you want. And then you're gonna need something to stir with. We had to make do with a little plastic spoon. This is not ideal. I would use something else, preferably like a wooden spoon. But this is what we've got today, and we're making do with what we have, right? So we're gonna use the plastic spoon. And then you're gonna need some water. Now normally what you would do is you would get like a saucepan and you'd put it on the stove and you turn the heat up to like medium high, and then you'd let the water boil, and then once the water starts boiling you would do this next step. But we are at the library today. Unfortunately, we do not have a stove here, and so what we have is an electric tea kettle that we used to heat the water up. So I am going to grab this and very carefully pour it. No, we'll just do it into here. Okay, I'm gonna pour it into the mason jar.
And again, this is definitely the part you want with the stove that we're using an adult on, because we don't want to get
Very
hurt
hot.
and burnt.
You want to fill it up a good amount, because you want to make sure that your snowflake is going to be completely covered in the water, okay? So we've got a good amount of water here. Like I said, normally this water would be boiling. So we're just kind of showing you the steps right now, but it's probably not going to turn out the way it normally would because our water isn't boiling anymore. It's warm, but it's not really hot. But what you're going to do is you're going to start pouring salt in a bit at a time, and then you're going to stir it up. Oh, it's still working pretty good. And let it dissolve in the water. And you're going to just keep pouring salt in and letting it dissolve. And you would keep doing this until you start seeing crystals form at the top of the water. So you'll know when it's done, because the water won't be able to take any more salt. So you're gonna need probably more than you'd think. It's a lot of salt.
And the nice things about these experiments are they're not costly. You know, salt you can get for
Right, this should
a dollar or two. Pipe cleaners you can even get from the dollar store.
Yeah, most of this stuff is probably stuff you already have at home even. And if you don't, it is very cheap to get. And it's some of the few things that are still on the shelves at the grocery store. And people haven't bought them all. Alright. So I don't want to make you wait too long, but you would just keep dissolving the salt in the water until you start seeing crystals form on the top, and then you know it's time to stop with the salt, okay? So once you've done that, you are going to move your water to the side and let it cool off. And while it's cooling off, what you can do is make your snowflake. So what I did, I have one pre-made already. It's just pipe cleaner, but I'll show you another one. What I did is I just took a pipe cleaner and I cut it in half, and then I cut it in half again. So I've got it in quarters now. And then I just took 2 of the little quarters and twisted them together. And then I took another one and twisted it around those 2.
It's starting to look like a snowflake.
So now it looks like that. And then if you want to, you can do it again. So take another one. Twist it. Ugh. And then just kind of fluff it. All right, so there's my snowflake. And then you're going to want one longer piece of pipe cleaner. So you could, this is probably a little too short yet, so I'm gonna just take another piece of pipe cleaner and twist it around the whole thing. And that's kind of your, like your hanger. All right, so it looks like that. Or the one I made before, looks like this. And then what you will do is once your water and your salt mixture has cooled, at least enough that you can touch it and you're not going to get burnt, what you're going to do is you're going to take your snowflake and you're going to take, I've got 2 of these clothespins, and you want to dip your snowflake into the water. Make sure the whole thing is covered. Yep, it looks good. And then I'm going to take a clothespin and pinch. See, it's pinching the pipe cleaner. And then I'm going to take the other clothespin, pinch it around the first one. And that just holds my snowflake.
Awesome.
And now all I do is I put this in the windowsill in my kitchen or somewhere else where I know no one else in my family or none of my pets are going to mess with it, and it's in the sunlight. So for me, the kitchen was the best spot. I put it in the kitchen window, and then you just let it sit, and you let it sit for a couple of days at least. I think I ended up letting mine sit for 4 days before I pulled it out. And then when you pull it out, it will look like this.
Ooh,
Isn't
that's
that
really
pretty?
Cool. Yeah.
It's so cool. I think it would look really pretty hanging on a
Yeah.
Christmas tree or
Yeah.
on the window.
On the window.
But this is what your snowflake will look like at the end. So, what happened? How did we get a snowflake from salt and water? Well, what happens is when you dissolve the salt in hot water, the tiny salt crystal molecules spread apart and they mix up with the water molecules, right? And then when you leave it sitting out, what do we know starts to happen to water when it's sitting out like this, when it's not covered? It's going to start evaporating into the air, right? So as the water starts evaporating, those salt molecules that are still in here, because they've just mixed with the water, they didn't go away, right? We didn't destroy the salt molecules. So once that water starts evaporating, those salt molecules start lining back up in their pattern, and they cling to the pipe cleaner. And so then once enough water has evaporated, what you get is these really cool salt crystals. Isn't that cool?
That's really cool.
Okay, Miss Nicole, I think you have an experiment for us
Yeah.
as well, right?
Yeah, let's see what it is.
All right.
All right, so now we're gonna make our own snow. So if there's not enough snow outside for you, then you can create your own. So what we're gonna need, it's only 2 ingredients. We're gonna need baking soda and shaving cream. Weird ingredients to add together, isn't it? All right, so we need about 2 pounds of baking soda. So I've got 2 1-pound or 16-ounce boxes. So we're gonna pour it into our mixing. Oh, and you need a mixing bowl too.
I'm gonna come
Open this. I'll try not to make too much of a mess. Maybe. All right, so we're gonna pour it in there, and it can be a little dusty, so just be mindful of that.
At least it's just baking.
Yes, yes, it's nothing crazy. All right, and I'm gonna put 1 whole box in there and almost all of the second, but I've never made this before, so I don't know exactly what the consistency is supposed to be. So we'll leave a little off to the side in case we need it. All right. All right, so we've got our baking soda in there, and then now we are gonna take our shaving cream. If I can get the lid off.
Do you need help?
There we go. Okay. Might take a while to mix this all in there. All right, ready? So I just, all right, we'll empty it in there. I bet it smells good. Shaving
It
cream
looks like
usually does.
fun.
Yeah, and so we're just gonna mix it with our hands. I might start mixing it just because,
Running out of room.
yeah. Oh, this is an interesting thing. Oh, what's interesting is it is feeling cool.
Really?
Yeah. So we're gonna mix it. Trying to get all the baking soda mixed in with the shaving cream.
It smells good.
It does smell good. I can smell it through my
Smells like my grandpa.
I might have a lot of snow on my hands by the time I'm done though.
It looks cool.
Yeah, it's a very interesting, it almost feels like a smooth sand.
Weird.
Yeah, and it like you're just like mixing it in. We should have gotten a volunteer that we could throw a snowball at.
Oh man, where's Cal?
Oh yeah, too bad. You probably would be our guinea pig. Oh, this is feeling interesting. All right, I'm gonna add
Need a little more baking
some
soda.
more- yeah, and maybe a little bit of both. I'm not quite sure. Wow. It really sticks to your hands nicely. All right. I'll add the rest of that and this too. Wow, that little can really
There's a lot of
holds a lot
shaving cream
of
in there.
shaving cream in it. Too bad this isn't whipped cream.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna mix it in more. I should have got a bigger bowl apparently. So this is gonna feel cold to us, and it's going to feel like snow once it's all mixed. And why is it going to feel that way? It is because the baking soda, which is also a sodium bicarbonate, is mixing with the ingredients of the shaving cream, and it is creating an endothermic reaction, so a cold reaction, and that's a rare reaction to get without actually mixing chemicals. So that's pretty
Wow.
cool what we're doing here.
That's very cool.
Yeah. All right. I don't know if I can actually make a snowball or not. It's pretty gooey.
Pretty sticky yet.
It is, yeah.
So, if you do this at home, you could. So we ran out of baking soda and shaving cream, but you could keep adding baking soda
Right.
and shaving cream
Yeah,
and
to get the
playing
right
with the mix.
consistency, yeah.
And that's part of the fun of science, right?
Yeah, yep. And it says if it's
Keep
not the right
experimenting.
consistency, keep adding shaving cream. So it wouldn't hurt to have another can around. But yeah, this is cold And I kind of really want to throw it, but I know I would
Can I
get in
feel
really
it?
big trouble. Yeah, please.
Oh, it is cold.
Isn't it?
That's weird.
Yeah, it's really neat. You can kind of. I
Very
should try to
cool.
make a snowman. I might try.
Okay. Oh, it holds together.
It does. It holds together very well. The camera can't see the snowman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, so that's gonna be his bottom. Good thing
Oh,
we have a tablecloth.
there's
the real snowman.
what it should look like.
Yeah, you can actually form it. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it's gonna stay though. Okay. It's more like a melty
It's
snowman.
like a snow pile.
We'll say that's my snowman that I made.
It's beautiful.
Now I'm gonna go outside and try to see if I can make a real one. How does that sound? All right. So again, to know what programs we have going on more this month, look at our Facebook, our website. We've got some cool story times all about winter, where you can make your own snow. It's kind of fun having fake snow on your hands. All right. I'm gonna go wash these off. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye. We'll see you later.